broadcast them. We do have an option to call in and participate from Zoom. So I don't know, it'll be interesting. I know, I'm in the city Board of Zoning Appeals, and we're still meeting remotely. So, I'd imagine probably watch municipalities until, there we go. I can mute it. Good. Got it. So, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I believe we're due for another extension in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what happens then. But it's proving very popular. And the one staunch opponent of virtual meetings, the guy that used to run that office, who was accused of sexually harassing a variety of young ladies, he no longer works there. So I think it's probably going to be something that we use moving forward. Fingers crossed.
Former ethics commissioner.
It's convenient in a lot of ways. So
It is. I know everybody misses the donuts.
Yes, I do.
Gas.
did we manage to get Tim on yet?
We can just have him
I
deliver.
sent him the meeting ID. I haven't seen him pop in yet.
I do ask, does anybody miss the $6 a gallon travel costs?
Yeah, I think we need to save on gasoline at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1970s all over again here pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, last time I bought gas was just last week, and it was under $3, I think. Or maybe it was 3 something. Geez, I drove around today. 457. Crazy.
yeah, we got to be careful.
Add about $1.50 onto that, and you got California right now, just about. So
Are you in some sort of edit mode here, Martin?
Oh yeah, it looks like because I changed nest to next. So let's see if I can do this. Just wants to give me the squares, but it's fine. We just have boxes around what we're going to be looking at. So, but I think we do have a full quorum with the exception of we have all the communities represented with the exception of Waterville. So just not unusual, a tradition.
I'm here.
Oh wait, Dave, what's up? Spoke too soon. Awesome.
Okay,
Wait, why is my video not working?
so we got
In
myself.
that regard, Martin, you may want to take the roll just to make sure we've captured everyone who's in attendance.
Yeah, I never win the lottery.
Okay, so we have myself and Tom Dufresne from Albany. We got Gary. Do we have Joe today?
No, no, you just got me.
Okay, we got Mark from Rensselaer. We've got Chris. Do we have Andrew today from Troy? No. We have no Waterville. We do have Maggie.
I'm here.
No, Dave.
Do Waterville.
Oh, Dave's here from Waterville. We got
Dave's
Maggie,
there, man.
Oh, why my video isn't working?
and Tim Murphy might be joining us.
No, I'm here.
Okay,
Hey,
you're the phone number.
Yeah, that's mine. My cell phone.
Okay, hi Tim.
How you doing, Bill?
Good, thanks. And we also have Martin Daly, and we have Mark, and we have Tom White from Capital District Regional Planning Commission. So I guess we're all here. We don't have any joint venture team folks here. Mike Miller is doing a job meeting on the Beaver Creek project right now. So that's
Maggie's here too from Green Island.
yeah, Maggie's here from Green Island. So we'll move on to the reading and acceptance of the minutes.
Mhm.
I guess I had one very small edit on the second page. There's a mention of a phase 11, which I think was meant to be phase 6, but on the minutes.
Oh, I see. I know my Roman numerals.
There's no phase 11. Don't want to make anybody excited. But
Not yet.
is there any other comments on the minutes?
This is Gary, when I ran the minutes, if you look at the third line from the top, it's got 10, and it's got P0 AM.
Yeah. That'll be corrected.
Yeah, I think in the minutes too, there was a great big space on the second page, but so with those corrections, can I have a motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Maggie. Can I have a second?
I'll second it, Gary.
Thank you, Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tom White, you want to give the financial report?
Sure. Again, other than Albany being busy with some small project, not much to report. We've gotten to a point of having about $600,000 in cash, and I put together a proposal to distribute some of that based on the 2017 long-term control plan completions to try to clear off that oldest community debt, I suppose. Not all have been paid in, but we have the cash to pay it out to the communities, and that would be to Troy, a little bit to Watervliet, a little bit to Albany, and a little bit to Cohoes, or actually a pretty good chunk of money to Cohoes, which will bring our cash down closer to $300,000, which is a more comfortable position to be in. The receivables is the monies due to CDRPC of $21,000. That is from the state BOS grant. Still waiting on getting that, and once that's paid in, that'll be paid back to the CSO as well. As you can see, we've completed about 20% of the just over 20% of the total budget for the year. Again, that's is primarily accounted for by Albany completely working on the long-term control plan in the park. Do you have any questions on the report as it's been presented? With that, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, Tom. There's no action required in regard to that. Can we have the vendors' invoices then coming up next?
Yep, just one invoice today. Can folks see this? Sometimes when I drag things over, I get a message that says screen sharing paused. So can folks see the vendor invoice?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. We just have one. This is CHA, an invoice for design work related to the Vliet Street project in Cohoes. $13,512.50 is the total of that invoice. No grant is applied to this. Gary, there is grant, but it's construction.
Correct.
Allocated construction, correct. So these invoices are no grant applied.
Okay, so there's going to be GIGP grant on Fleet Street.
Yep.
Okay, can I have a motion to accept and pay the vendor invoices?
Make the motion.
Thank you, Tom. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Mark,
Sure.
all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
So cheerful.
Motion carries. EFC disbursements and reconciliations.
Where are we? Let's see, back to our agenda. Okay. So I've been communicating with Paul Johnson on some of the, I don't want to say cleanup work, but dialing in some of the contracts. Sometimes I'll have a question about one or needs some documentation. So I think we're getting close on Troy's 00 finance to make all the expenses that are associated with that financing dispersible. So good progress is being made there, and just remain at the ready if Paul emails me with any questions. Communities have closed for the next phase of Big C, and we're working through for Albany and Troy their next financings. I don't know if you want to add, if Bill or Chris, you want to add anything to that.
I think we've put in the financing application for the final years of the long-term control plan. So we're hoping we can, well, there was a March 1st deadline to get financing applications in, so we were meeting that on several projects. Of course, we're hoping that we don't close until we find out about whether we can get 49% grant funding under this new program that with the revolving fund. So I don't know if anybody's heard anything about announcements, but it seems like if you could get up to 49% grant, you're going to want to get 49% grant.
Wow.
Yeah, when does that start?
Well, the money's, I guess, appropriated in terms of the federal money. I think it's up to the states to figure out how the programs are going to work. So, Mark and Martin, have you heard anything? Not
I have
really.
No.
So that's we're moving right along. Of course, we have a lot of grants already with our program, so it really is just this last financing that this would come into play, and any other projects that folks are doing. And I guess we're in discussions about a next round of post-construction compliance monitoring. We're thinking that would be delayed. Did we need to have something submitted to DEC? Was the joint venture team supposed to provide something?
Yeah, my understanding was that Mike was going to reach out to his team and put together a memo explaining why it would make sense to do a 2024 round of sampling. In the post-construction compliance monitoring plan, there's a paragraph that discusses the years we're going to do the program. And in that paragraph, it says 2022, and in parentheses, upon completion of the Beaver Creek Clean River facility. So it was always anticipated that season of sampling would follow the construction of the facility to be able to analyze its impact on water quality in the Hudson. We know that there needs to be some round of dialing in that facility. Billy, you explained it as dose testing. And running through the procedures in the facility and doing sampling related to the construction. So that would take place during the 2023 season when the facility is complete and operating. So I think what we need to do is just let DEC know we still plan on doing the 5 rounds or completing with our 4th round rather of the negotiated post-construction compliance monitoring, but that we want the department to I guess acknowledge or be comfortable with us running that program in 2024 as opposed to 2022 / completion of Big C. So I think we just need to paper that, make sure that we're on the same page and get some record that the department agrees that that's the best procedure for moving forward. I'd be happy to keep chasing that with Mike, Bill, or if you want to have that conversation, dialing in some of the elements that need to be included as far as the dose testing. I'm leaving that in your court, but that was my expectation.
I'll follow up with Mike. Also, we had put in our financing, 01 financing for the cost of the post-construction compliance monitoring plan, but then EFC had said it wasn't going to be eligible.
Right.
So, I don't know if there's some other opportunity we might look for grant funding or something for that.
I did include some funds in the New York State Department of State grant for the joint venture team's assistance. And I believe that program will be an eligible expense in 2024 because our grant period can cover some of those expenses for that program. And I will confirm that with DOS.
Okay, so we could use that grant and it'll still be active by that period.
I believe so. And I will confirm that.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks. Project updates, Gary, you want to tell us how your projects are coming?
Yeah, Columbia Street Phase 2, we're on schedule. We're still looking at around an April 1 for an actual construction start. They've been stockpiling pipe in the designated staging area, and they're in the process of removing a few trees or whatever before we get excluded because of the bats. Can't disturb their nesting places from April 1 on. So, but anyway, Carver's right on schedule. Everything's going well. For Valete Street, we received bids. The low bid came in at $2,390,250. The engineer's estimate was $2.5 million, so they came in underestimate by a little bit. We already put it before the Common Council for approval. They approved it at Tuesday night's meeting. The documents or whatever, so final signing of the contracts was done this morning. So we've got signed contracts. We have a pre-construction meeting scheduled for next Monday morning, at which time I'll hand over their document, and at that point in time, we'll probably issue notice to proceed. So, rolling.
Okay. Good. And Chris, what about your project?
We had a pre-bid meeting last Friday. The only question that came out of that was a question about how much needs to be bypass pumped, so the contractor could kind of estimate how many pumps they might need. The bid is next Friday, 3/18 at 12:30. So we are on schedule for the notice to proceed for April 1st.
Okay, so that's Polk Street. And Beaver Creek project's moving right along. The phase 2 screens starting to be installed, and first startup is being scheduled. The phase 2A, which is the gate that got added, is in the shop drawing and procurement phase. The phase 3 tunnel, they broke through now that all the tunneling operation is done, so they'll be lining the tunnel for phase 3. Phase 4, which was Reifenberg, that tunnel was completed. They're coming back to do restoration now. They have to do some lawn and sidewalk and pavement restoration. So the main thing that's working is Keller with concrete, cast in place concrete going on at Lincoln Park, and that's moving right along. We're trying to have regular scheduling updates with all the different primes and National Grid and so forth to try to get everything coming together. So that's it. DEC came by with a bunch of people to do a little field trip and show everybody how things are going. And I think Ryan Waldron was happy with all the progress we've made. So we're doing good.
Yeah, the breakthrough in the tunnel was pretty neat to see.
Yeah, it looked like old times or something.
Yeah. That'll be on like a black and white wall on like as a tchotchke in some restaurant in 200 years.
The tunnel is. So that's I think that's it for project updates. Tim Murphy, I don't know if you want to make any comment on how things are going with the screen project.
As far as I heard, everything was moving along smoothly before I left. I haven't heard anything in the past couple of weeks, though. So I'll be talking to Angelo later today, but I haven't heard anything different.
Yeah, we needed to get the first screen up and going with its new control panel and everything, and then get into the second screen. So
Yep.
So
What's
that's,
the status on the gate, Bill?
well, I guess we have to get the gates ordered. That's the thing. Everything nowadays seems to take longer than you'd like with delivery. But
Okay.
I think it was several months to get the gate. And so that's it for Beaver Creek. Do we have any other business? Nothing, Martin?
We do not.
I have something.
Oh,
Okay.
Chris.
I've been in contact with Harry Tatunjan since Jerry left. Obviously, we all know Rensselaer County has not been on the meetings. I'm trying to get a representative from Rensselaer County to start joining these meetings. I've been telling them it's more than just we're going through projects. It's more of how we interact with DEC. How other people are dealing with permits, violations, that sort of thing. And the discussion can certainly help the district with DEC. So I'm trying to push it that way to see if we can get somebody involved.
Yeah, Jake Wheeler is on my distribution list. So he and I talk once in a while, but it's not the same as when Jerry was on board. So thanks for Chris for reaching out to get them back into the fold.
Okay, I don't think we've heard anything much back in regard to what we've submitted for our annual BMP reports or updates of our OMI plans. So
Yeah, the report was pretty slim, so our
I'm
semi-annual
hoping-
report.
I'm hoping no news is good news.
Keep that thought.
Do I
Amen.
can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion.
Thanks, Chris. Can I have a second?
I'll second it. This is Gary.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hey, everybody have a good St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.